Well, friends, welcome to Trading Chaos, a price analysis trading system. We are going to have a look in to what I am basically trying to tell, or this is the journey of my own experience, and then how I was able to do some better, and that is what basically everybody wants to be better in the market. To introduce myself, I am Vijay Chothani. I am basically an instrumentation engineer and have been in the in the primary market. Earlier, I started with my secondary market. I was in mutual funds and advising in mutual funds and investments, and then I took up some the sub brokership, and that was basically how my journey started into the stock market. I have seen 2006, 2008, 2008 downfall, then the sideways market, what we had seen after 2008, and before February 14 rally. In 2008, lot of good wealth was washed out, and that was one of the reasons which made me to realize why things have happened, or was there any way where we could have avoided what has happened, or we could have understood if there was any change of trend or the coming cyclone. And this made me look out for something which would talk to me about the trend of the market, which will make me identify the market conditions. And I then went into journey of trading technical analysis. I started learning technical analysis on my own. By 2010, I was deep into it, and that is when I understood what is it that market has in store and how we can take full advantage of the same. There, in 2008, when I introspected, I got some needs and wants, and I think these are some needs and wants which everybody has. So the needs are very simple, the wants are also too simple to have, but the step was, it was a first step towards my success, towards my goal of success. I wanted something which was emotion free and stress free, and that is what we require, because the market is a chaotic market. There is a chaos every second in the market. You have, some stocks moving up, some stocks moving down, nifty based stocks, some sectors moving, some not moving, but overall that has an effect on the way the nifty moves. So a lot of chaos, a lot of movement in the market. So there was something which I wanted, which would reduce some of my stress, which will give me a emotional feel. Now the moment I think about emotion free, it helps me in in negating the wrong facts, which wrong notions which come in my, whether this particular trade is going to take me to the target, or which this particular trade, or should I take this trade, do you think I used to think, and in fact this is what everybody thinks, whether this will be because the thing is, before I press a plus or a minus button in the market, I have to fight with my own self, trying to make my own self ready for invariability, in the sense like if it has to hit a stop loss, and fine, I don't mind, because to be very frank, there is no system in the market, or there will be nothing in the market which can give you 100% profits. But yes, if that is such the case, then I should have something which will give me a reduced loss, which will tell me what's going to come in, or which will beforehand tell me that this particular trade, what are the probable targets. So basically I require something which is emotion free and stress free, and that was a thought for my own trading system, because fear and beliefs are two sides of a trading system. Fear of loss, and that holds back many trades. Trading the price by analytical method started giving me confidence and belief back into my trades. This brought me to the process of learning, taking actions, and when I started taking actions, a lot of my perceptions got cleared, regarding the market, and this helped me in getting some projected targets, because I don't want prediction, because prediction is something which was old, which was there earlier when we were not 24/7 connected. We wherein that at those times it was only BSE which was trading. So we were sort of offline from the world. Now we are online 24/7 on the world. So any good news or bad news across the globe is going to have some effect on our system, and that effect already is entered into the system, and by the time we normally realize it is sometimes too late, which made me to master the market. And how? By mastering myself. So something which came in was win by not losing. Friends, this is the life of a trader, a normal trader who is there in the market, who does not know much about the trading systems, or who does not know much about what is anticipated in the market. And we want to get out of this particular, lifestyle of being eaten away by the markets. To sum it up, this is what I thought about a trader's life cycle was. The only problem is that we don't make consistent profits. But yes, consistent losses can also come, and this becomes a seesaw of loss and win. Now the seesaw of loss and win, if is favorable on my side, then yes, I am a very successful trader. So it came out something like, it is like kabhi khushi, like kabhi profits, kabhi loss, tararam pamram. So the life cycle of a trader is always on the seesaw of loss and win, and let us get out of that seesaw by making it more comfortable for us. Before I take you to the journey of how this trading system came in, let us have some trading facts. Just check for our own selves. If I check for my own self, to be very frank, the market is not our problem. Our problem is that we see the market as our problem. It is all about our action to the market reaction. See, frankly speaking, this is what everybody goes through. Market 10 पॉइंट ऊपर 10 पॉइंट नीचे, तो एवरीबडी थिंक मार्केट ऊपर है या नीचे है, या 10-20 पॉइंट ऊपर नीचे होगा तो साइडवेज हो जाता है. Everybody wants to take some action always, every time in the market, and that action to our market reaction is many a times a issue for us, and that is many a times takes us into a wrong trade or gets us out of a right trade. So let us overcome that. Now, how do we overcome? As I told you, I want to have something which becomes a stress-free, emotional-free trading system. So how will it help me to be free of my chaos, free of the noise generated during trading? So these were some of the things which made me look for a fresh learning, because if I change the way I see, I'll see what I see will also change. बिकॉज वे अपना नजरिया अगर अपन मार्केट में देखने का बदल देते हैं तो मार्केट अपने को अलग से दिखने लगती है. और यही चीज आपको और मुझे दोनों को चाहिए कि अपना नजरिया थोड़ा मार्केट में ऐसे हो जाए कि जैसे मार्केट अपने से बात करती है. As it this what I told, what we see depends mainly on what we are looking for. अगर मुझे तेजी दिखती है तो मुझे मार्केट में तेजी ही दिखेगी. मैं कोई भी एक प्लस ट्रेड भी मार्केट में तेजी का ही करूंगा. लेकिन अगर मुझे मंदी दिखती है तो कुछ भी हो जाने दो, मैं मंदी ही करूंगा, और फिर मैं बोलता हूं मार्केट नहीं है मेरे लिए. दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस. एंड ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग माय ओन सेल्फ, अंडरस्टैंडिंग what my clients were doing, understanding the overall scenario which was there around me. When 2008, it was a doom year, it was a gloomy year. Whatever you had looked at 900 rupees Arcon, you had looked at the highest Nifty at 6,000, which made a way up till 2,200. You had seen the highest points in the SBI, L&T. There are many stocks which have still not cleared the highs of 2008. So all those things basically made me look at my own self, look at then the market, and then finally added both those things. I was successful to get into a trading system which sort of gave me a good results. So I always felt that market our lifestyle, or a trader's lifestyle, has 3 pillars, and one is the psychology, second is the market analysis. Because once we conquer ourselves, then we will be ready to conquer the market. But to conquer the market, we have to understand what the market is made up of all. So let us little bit understand about the psychology of the market. The beginning, as Mr. Plato told, the beginning is the most important part of the work. Trading is a high risk, high return game. Everybody knows it. Trading is a game of probability. Definitely, it's a game of probability. It is simple. Something like this: if you toss a coin 10 times in the air, 5 times it might be heads, 5 times it might be tail. It can be 7 times, 8 times, depending on the probability. But even if we have a 50-50 ratio, and if our money management is far better, we can still make good money. So trading is a game of probability, and we should perfect that. Trading requires skill, discipline, and one needs to follow that discipline without emotion. As I told you, our action to the market reaction is something which actually takes us into away or takes us into the trade. Successful trading is all about learning and knowing how to react to a market movement by not predicting, forecasting, or anticipating. See, now these are some common things which all of us have been doing. We try to predict. Even if we are not predicting, somebody else is around us who might tell this is something which the Nifty will happen, this is what will happen. Why should I think something which is not there in my control? Why I should forecast? I should be with the market, play with the market, follow the market, become a follower rather than anticipating. This brought me to something which made me realize, am I ready for a change? And yes, I am. And that is where my understanding of the market dynamics improved. And this is what got me there. I was going through some books, and one of them had written, do what the market is doing, want what the market wants. And that is what it is. Let us do what the market is doing. If the market is on the bullish side, let us be also on the bullish side. If the market wants to go up, why should I short the market? Now, I will like to, make, because this was something which was my own self-realization, and I hope this also becomes, or you also understand the same self-realization. Like, markets are made up of people, and people trade the market. So it is your psychology, my psychology. So it is something like if the same thing what is prevailing in the market, if we look at what we have been thinking or learning from the childhood. Shri Krishna Bhagavan told, I am the source of everything, from me everything emanates. I am the origin, there is nothing else beyond me. Now when I was thinking of that, or when I came to the market and I started learning and understanding the market, I found out that there is one thing which is there, which is common to what the sayings or what these teachings are telling, is that the price. Because everything starts with the price. What side of the price you are is more important. Because you and I can differ on the direction of the market. You and I can differ on the fundamentals of the market if you are a fundamental analyst. You and I can differ, on the stock, on the valuation of the stock. You and I only decide one thing, at what price you and I differ. That is where we are common. You and I differ at one price. If at 915150, when RBI made an announcement overnight in the morning on Wednesday, I was there on the sell side. I did some profits. Some of my clients had a hefty gains. They came out at 9151 because that was the place where the market was showing that this could be the maximum reach. It made 9191 fine, but a lot of my clients had exited 9151. So I was on the sell side of the market, and from there what lows the markets have done. So price is the source, price is everything, and price leads the trend, and thus it made me believe in the price. And thus price analysis came, which for me was one more stepping stone towards emotion stress-free trading, because it became a fearless trading for me. Now, what I said, you can believe what I said, you might differ, but let us understand why I say that. So price move first, everybody knows that. Fundamentals or news are seconded. Lot of action, lot of build-up happens. Lot of good hands have entered the market, and afterwards, what was to come will follow. So when those good hands, when the good people, when the 20% of the most successful people from the trading industry, enter into a particular trade, why not after certain percentage of movement, and I can tell 1.5, 2% is what I would like. Why not we follow? It's what I'm trying to tell is that if the market makes an up move, I should follow the market. So that is when happening when the prices are moving. So only price action confirms and validates the conviction in the prevailing current trend, or if there is a reversal of trend, which you will come to know, or when I show you some of the statistics for the last 3-4 months which I have made. Respecting price action without prejudice. Now here is where something, as I told you, I don't like to stress myself, nor I would like to, or it's same way with everybody, I would not like to be emotional. So let me not prejudice what the movement is, and thus it will help me in moving just behind the market. As I told you, I would like to be a follower of the market, and all the forces which are driving the market. So I will be rather be behind them. Because why I should be doing it? Because it will help me in simplifying my trade, to simplify trading. Acknowledge the trend, do what the trend wants to do is half battle won. अगर मुझे तेजी दिख रही है और मैंने तेजी किया, कौन से भाव से किया और कहां जाके मैं छोड़ूंगा वो अलग बात है, लेकिन अगर मैंने तेजी किया तो मैंने आधी जंग जीत ली, क्योंकि मैं मार्केट के साथ चल रहा हूं, मार्केट को फाइट नहीं कर रहा हूं। मार्केट को फाइट करना यानी आप आपके इमोशंस को हावी कर रहे हैं, आपके ऊपर हावी कर रहे हैं। प्राइस एक्शन इज अ सिंपल अप्रोच टू मेजर द मार्केट एक्शन एंड द मार्केट डायनामिक्स। फ्रैंकली मार्केट मूवमेंट इज नथिंग बट प्राइस मूवमेंट। भाव भगवान है, भाव अगर ऊपर चल रहा है या भाव टूट रहा है तो आपको मुझे पता है कि क्या हो रहा है। तो फ्रैंकली भाव अगर चढ़ रहा है तो मार्केट अच्छी है, भाव टूट रहा है तो मार्केट गिर रही है। We tell markets have closed at the higher point of the day, highest point of the day. Markets have closed at the lowest point of the day. We are doing nothing else but telling what the market movement is all about. So let us then decide or try to understand how the market behaves. What is the behavior of the market? Now, market's behavior can be divided into 5 or 6 different trends. You have sustained bullish trend, which was there from February last year, moderate bullish trend, which we have been witnessing right now, neutral but volatile, which was there, moderate bearish, in which we are now, and if this holds on, we might go into a sustained bearishness. I'm not predicting. What I'm telling, markets will tell me then yes, but at present we are in a moderate bearish move after market making or Nifty making a lifetime high. See, markets are characterized by energy. As I told you, we have learned from price. Okay, price is the rationale behind which the whole market moves. So this price is going to do it. The price has its own movement, and that is how basically there is a energy which is generated in the market. And as we all know in physics, simple logic, any energy always follows the path of least resistance. Which brings me, if I know that price is what I have to be with, the second part of the after analyzing something is where you and I start trading. So I need something, as I told you, emotional and stress free, because complicated systems breed confusion. I have got 3-4 indicators and I think this has to turn buy, that has to turn wrong, that is bullish but this is showing overbought zone, that is bearish but it's showing oversold zone, there is a divergence, so many complications happening. Simplified systems will breed elegance. All markets are created by people, as I told you, who disagree on value and agree on price. As I told you, price के ऊपर ही सबका ध्यान है। आपको तेजी लगती है, मुझे मंदी लगती है, लेकिन भाव के साथ आप तेजी और मंदी करते हैं। आपको 9150 में तेजी लग रही है, मुझे 9150 में मंदी लग रही है, या मंदी या प्रॉफिट बुकिंग लग रहा है। लेकिन एक चीज फॉर श्योर है कि 9150 was a point. Same way 5105, if you know, 2 Septembers back we had this bottom low of 5108 Nifty had made. At that time many people had gone more short, thinking that this below this the markets will collapse, and my system was telling this was a very good profit booking area. We booked a lot of profits. looking at price behavior and price analysis. Now, as I am telling now, from the market dynamics, we have come to how to do, or how to basically go ahead, and that is by looking at the price behavior and price analysis. Because price has all information to guide you and keep you in the trend, as you know, because as I told you, price has the trend. So following price and the price information will help us in, which will help us in to, to generate and understand the trend. What I would like to tell you here is that I would like to break free from conventional analysis. I'm not telling I am also a pure technical analyst, but this is one more system which does not have emotional stress, because it does not looks in for any charts. You can just do it as it is. You just have to trade. You just have to work on the mathematics of the price, and thus becomes a very simple system. So price analysis, price behavior works because it is based on the underlying asset, that price. Price analysis gives us exploitable statistical advantages, thus giving us projected or projectable targets. Now this helps me, and you will also know, and you will also see some of the results which were there for last 3 months. Somewhere down the line, during the trend, like 9150, as I've been telling you for in this particular thing, it was one of the watch areas, one of the important areas where the markets, from where, if not sustained, will make a reversal. So price analysis approach is a simple, non-emotional market following system, and this was the basis of my start when I made this particular presentation to you. Was that I wanted something during my journey, wanted something which will help me to be emotional and stress free. So follow, and this is what I tell: follow with the trend. This brings us to the third part, or which is the main part for which you are here, the price analysis trading system. What is this trading system all about? This trading system is a very simple, basic system which helps me in position and sizing, gives me a very good entry, which helps me in with projected targets, so that I can book some good profits at some critical areas which the market might do, generated from this price analysis trading system. So what are the requirements? What are the requirements that a trading system for me has to have? This was one more thing which I had been, which I had jotted down, that these are all things I should be having in my trading system. One was that emotion and the stress free. So what I wanted my trading system to help me in understanding was to find the trend, and if the trend was to change, where. I needed a perfect entry and stop loss with targets. Now the thing is this: Monday morning I am ready for the market, and I know if this price comes, I am only going to buy. If it not comes, I am not. Same way, if this price comes, I am going to sell, or otherwise I am not, which we will again see in the performance of last 3 months. That if there was a place where the buy was just avoided for 10 points, so I will never be very fast in trading, nor I will have emotions overriding me, because the trading system already has told me if the buy is above 54, it is only above 54, and if it is 45 and the market moves down back, retraces back from 45, it's it. That's what the market was showing, that it did not have the strength of moving up, or it did not have the strength of the major bear strength for going down. This helps me in massively reducing my risk. This helps me to get off the emotional roller coaster. Now this was all what I wanted, and this is what ultimately came in. So what I tell about this price analysis trading system is a very simple system. Now why simplified? Because the market is unpredictable. As we have seen, as you have been also seeing, markets are unpredictable. 9151 and you had 8800 down in a week's time only. In a week's time, in a day's time, when the RBI announcement came, Bank Nifty had moved more than 1000 points. Nobody expected in the morning that the markets will give off all the gains and go down and turn negative. But that is what markets are all about, because markets are unpredictable. So we must have a trading system on an approach which does not depend predictability. And that is why I tell it's a unique point of my price analysis trading system. What else is different? As I told, do not try to predict. So, but those who do are not in the consistent profitable league. We use the price analysis approach as a simple non-emotional market following system. The best part is that flow with the trend, exit and reverse as it directs. We can exit at projected areas, or we can exit if the markets are changing, the dynamics or the trends. What I further have to tell about price analysis, it's a simple trading system, using pen, paper or Excel. You don't require any charts. This system is all about understanding price and the price action and the price movement. So it is a very simple system which can be done by using pen, paper, or you can also take the help of Excel. It's a market neutral trading system which gives you an unbiased entry in the market. Further down, when I show you the performance, last week we had a sell, but continuation of that for in this current week, if it was not there, no probs, I don't want to continue on the sell side. Or if for certain reasons tomorrow or Monday when the market opens, if markets are going to tell me that we are going to be on the sell side, I definitely would like to be, even after the market making a new high last week. Because the trading system, being non-emotional, market neutral, helps me to enter into a trend which is going to prevail from there on. And that is what everybody wants. So it's a market neutral trading system which gives you unbiased entry in the market depending on the price behavior, the price action in a particular time frame. The system generates. Now this is what a basic small, I can give you a touch up of the system, what it is all about. The system generates two levels, two entries. One will be on a buy side entry and one will be on a sell side entry. If I am market neutral, either entry I am going to take. It helps us to trade in the direction of the current or the prevailing trend. If the trend from last week was bullish, I will remain bullish. If the last week the trend was bearish, but this week the trend has changed and confirmation that happens, I will remain in the buy side. A clear and predefined entry level, a predefined stop loss, and a projected target. You all will be happy to know, like for me, this particular trading system, I have standardized on Nifty stop loss of 40 points. It is irrational, it is immaterial in whichever side of the Nifty trading we are. Either we are on the buy side or the sell side. Now I know that my risk is defined, a 40-point risk, and with that will be accompanying the projected targets. So it helps me in basically understanding and making my own risk management, because projected targets are there. Thus this makes my trading system stress free. What is more good about it, that is what I feel, is it's simple to learn and follow. No prior need of technical analysis. Spend at least 30 minutes per day if you want to also do intraday of to make your trading plan for the next day. You can do intraday, you can do swing trading, you can do positional trading. Swing trading you can do for Monday to Friday, intraday trading in the intraday, and positional trading is that you can carry on the system up till the time it does not give you a reversal. Helps in identifying the stocks which are to move. If you also want to do stocks, this trading system, if you are wanting it on a positional or an intraday basis you can identify some stocks which can give you a good buy entry or a sell entry. Works on all time frames and all asset class, which is the best part about this particular trading system. I would say it's a most innovative and simple trading system for Nifty stocks, commodities. Positional trading for me was never so simplified. Now this does not require charts, so I'm more of emotional free person, and basically because I know the buy entry or the sell entry, so I know precisely my entry points. Thus there is no confusion or no commotion, and in fact no emotion also, because it helps me by giving me 3 levels or 3 points which are required in any particular trading system, and which are not there in many about the targets. But here in this particular system, you will get your entry, your targets, and your defined stop loss. Stop loss will not vary. Stop loss will be defined if you are even if you are doing on an intraday basis, you are doing on a weekly basis, or on a positional basis. Thus, this is what I felt, and this is what it did to me. Was it helped me as a trader, and I started not giving to the market. I started not letting out my profits in the market because I knew certain projected target areas. So I stopped the game of guessing, and I made decent returns. So simple trading was not so simplified before, and this is what I feel. A lot of you, this was basically about the system. So you will, a lot of you people might be having in your mind like, but what are the results, or what and how does the market help me, or what were the previous performance of this particular system. Now this our previous performance, just let me make all of you reminders that this were previous. Yeah, it can give you certain or same type of results, but this all will depend on the market conditions and market dynamics, because as I told you, there is no system in the world up till now which I have not come across which give you 100% profits, because there are going to be loss trades. The thing is that those trades do come because markets after a certain run have a pause, go sideways, and then will again continue the same trend or will make a reversal of the trend. And that is where many a times, we certain events are there, certain events which are not under our control come in, which can take away a profitable trade into a loss making trade also. But anyways, this is what it was current week, last week, which went 2nd to 5th March. We had a buy at 8983. Now these are all spot levels, Nifty spot, which I have written. I have genuinely put all the Nifty spot is that, so the continuation is there on this. So we had a buy at 8983, and the target was, now see, there are, if you will see, there are two watch areas. The first watch area is basically help us in understanding whether that particular prevailing trend has the power to push on, to move on. And sometimes it will help us in understanding, okay, fine, we are into certain trade, but it can be a bounce back, it can be a pullback, and this particular first watch areas help us. The second watch areas are basically my trading, my profit taking areas. So for me, last week 9151 was the second watch area, first target, which in the spot was 9106. And if you see, spot made 9119 high, and it retraced back. It retraced back, showing a general trend. On the same day, we closed below the buy zone, which basically made us realize that this trend which was prevailing, or this trend just came in, was just a bounce, and it retraced down too fast. So it helps us in understanding. 23rd, 28th, week before that, we had a sell 8797, watch area 8787, 87373, and we had the target zones at 8749, 8713. Market made a low of 8669. The budget day, we had the sell side and also the buy side. The same day, the budget buy 8870, we had the target at 8923, 8953. And if you'll see that market just made, the second watch area, the second zone, the watch area level, that the two target areas are very important, because those are the turning points most of the time if the particular trend is not in full strength. If it is in full strength, you will get more 100, 150 down, which you will see further ahead. So if you will see 8923, 8953, markets made a high of 8941. On 16th and 20th February, but there was no trade. The prevailing week trade was a bullish trade. The prevailing week, 9-14 February, we had a sell 8602, and the target area was 8514, 8465. And you will see the market made a low of 8470. As I have told you, the last two target areas are always going to be important to making you understand where, up till what point this particular rally is going to take, and thus it helps me, in booking profits. Same week we also had a buy 8719, 8735, 8758 was the area which was to be watched. And if you'll see, markets could not complete the final target, and if you'll see on the buy side also, market was not able to collect the whole target. Now when you learn from me, this is what I will be, what you will be learning, that what to be done if one particular area, the final two targets don't come, then how do we anticipate. Now we would have anticipated markets cannot go till 8856, and we have booked profits around 8807 levels in spot. 0206 February, sell 8742, watch area 8724, 8698, and the targets were 8642, 8587. And if you'll see, the markets made a low around the watch area. And as I have told you, watch areas are important turning areas. The second two, the last watch areas. The first watch area will help you in understanding the projection or the force with which whether the markets are going to go in our direction, the trade where we have taken. Before that prevailing week, 26-30 Jan, buy was there. We had to exit because if you'll see, it was not able to clear the first watch area 2 targets. So now we are alert. If we are getting 40-50 points, if you are 1:1 trader, you can book. But if you have not booked, if you are a positional trader, you have either exited at cost or you have hit your 40-point stop loss. 19-23 Jan, buy 8602, targets 8734, 8807. Market made a high of 8866. Now, as I told you, if we clear off the watch areas, we sure are to get another 1% rally. We can get that. That means to say that another 80 points, around 80 points you will get, which this particular rally just made 60 points. So half to 1% is one area above the projected final target that we can get. 12-16 Jan, buy 8398, watch area 8429, 8478, 74, and final target was 8570, 8664, and as I told you, we could not manage to go to our target area. Market closed at 8513, so we already had some 8-10 points profit, not taken, we just exit out. That was the buy which had come, and the final day close was 8513 only. 5th Jan, 5th to 9th Jan, buy 8454. As I was telling you in the webinar, that if I have a buy at 54 and if the market makes a high of only 45, then I don't go into the buy, and thus it helps me in and saves me from one extra trade. And this is how we can understand that if there is a trend in the change in the trend, we are going to understand that the market is not able to move above or push above the buy zone, thus making us trend friend. Sell 8336, watch 30, 8320, 8297, 8248, 8199 was our target which got completed, and if you'll see, markets made a fresh low of 8065, that is around 100 plus. So if we had calculated 1%, then I could have also still made my own target still 8100, but it gave more further than to that. So what will be areas where you can hold on. 29 December 2nd Jan, buy 8265, targets 8363, 8417. Market made a high of 8410. Again, I was knowing my last two targets. So even if I was not able to complete my 8417, I am alert. So I might book profits at 8363 as my trailing stop loss. So I still got 100 points. And anyways, if I have not done that, at the closing of the week, it was 8395. So it was above my watch area and I would have exited. So VA, watch area and final targets will always give you alerts. The stall of a trend which showed next week. If you'll see the previous week, next week, that what is going to happen. दिस विल हेल्प यू इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि नेक्स्ट वीक क्या हो सकता है. अगर आपने यहाँ पे देखा है नेक्स्ट वीक क्या हुआ था, it became into a sell mode because buy was not active. 8454, I made 8445. So here if you were not able to get the final target and next week we were not able to move on to the buy zone, there was some alertness which came in. 2226 after bottom out, the prevailing week bottom out at 7961 the previous week. The system was actually telling us because it had bounced back from the lows and had closed on the higher point. Alerts you that there is a change or it's going to be a sideways market. Sell was 8134, low made was 8147. Again, we got saved by 13 points. The sell was not there and we entered into the buy mode. But now the moment we entered into the buy mode, because that particular week, previous week, which saw a very good low of 7961 was after which the markets have to, after, as you know, any after a long trade, you know, markets move out into a sideways mode, and this showed us 8315 buy. I made 8364, could not clear our first watch area, so I am alert. Either I exit or I exit at cost, or if I am positional trader, my buy gave me a stop loss. 15 to 19 December, this was when the low made was 7961, which was again my watch area first target. Sell 8125, 8098, 8059, 7975. Even if you see from 8125 to 7975, that means we have got a good 150 points. WA target came, the first target, and a fast pullback happened the same day, and the market closed at 8029. It cleared out my watch area, the second watch area, so which was showing me again, be clear, be understood, and be in the market. Understand that there is indicating that even after making a low of 7961, markets are from here are bouncing back, which shows that we could see the end of the downtrend. 8 to 12 December, sell 8501, markets made low of 8216. Now if you, as I told you, if our 100% goes, we can get anything more than 1.51% or above. And if you'll see 8416, low of 8216, that means 200 points from the final target. 1st December, buy 8644, I made 8626, again I got saved. Sell 8531, low 8508, and it closed at 8538. I'll be little fast. And to sum it up, the 20th October, the rally saw a high of 8617 from 7928, 20th October. Then we had a sell rally 8 September, 8068, lower, saw 77723 at the sell at 8068. But this were before, like as I told you this, from December. So after post December we had this buy rally, and before that we had this sell rally. But the starting of the main rally was basically in the second week of February, and that was indicated at the price of 6084. The buy zone with short retracements was from, means I will not tell you that this from 2nd February 2014 we had a continuous one side rally. We had some short retracements which are healthy and good in the market, but we started the rally at 6084, and the final high which made last week was 9151. So this is what this system has a potential to do. These are very old. If you'll see the stocks which works, these were some August, September, totals and the projection August, September, as I told you, of 2014. Stocks wise, it works. Tech Mahindra, Infra, TCS, Infosys, Nifty from start of 2014, Jan, March, as I told you, which started at the lows. Projected targets for April, Jan, continuation of the rally was 6479 with a projected targets of 7584, and as I told you, if we clear the highs, we are going to make further more 1 to 2% more than those highs. So 7584 saw a high of 7715. monthly reversals. You can track weekly and monthly reversals are good places. As I told you, September, the sell side, the lows, and the Lakshman Rekhas, as I always tell, which are always possible through the watch areas. So what I finally tell you is that price analysis approach makes life enjoyable, discards your trading worries, and thus will make you emotional and stress free. And this is what I had started my seminar by telling that I wanted a stress free and emotional free trading system. This is because the markets are unpredictable, and thus we should approach with a system or a method which is not demanding us to be predictable. The normal workshop details are here. We have a 2-day workshop. If this is done offline, online we do it on a 3 to 4 small sessions of 3 hours. The actual course fee is 25,000. I had a special offer going around was 22,500, which now I have further brought it down to 19,500. It's a only offer. It's for all the attendees who are there on the webinar today. I've got a good strength of 40 people, and I thank all of you for spending your 1 hour. And I hope this 1 hour of yours was definitely a inspirational and a thought-provoking seminar. Do confirm if you wish to take up the workshop. We can do it online, we can do it offline. I do it one-on-one basis. On online it's again one-on-one basis only. We can do it offline mode, we can do it on 2 Saturdays. Online it will be, as I told you, divided on 3 to 4 sessions, because after I teach you the basis of the system, I give you a break of 3 to 4 days wherein you have to do a lot of mathematical analytical calculations, and observe the market with those, and then I teach you the final system how to be traded upon. You will be my lifetime companion on Yahoo and Gmail. You will learn the system till you feel you are independent to do it. You can have one free follow-on course. This, as and when my online or the offline comes in, you can join me. What I would like to tell you finally is, be different. With WTP trading, price analysis trading system, I have become confident, I have become bold, and I have been dynamic. These are my details, my mobile number. This is my other mobile number. You can look at my blog, and which you must be following always. Learn to trade price.blogspot.com. I have not been updating for a long time. Everything else now has been, but niftywtp.blogspot is always updated. You can check that out. If any questions, you can chat with me and I can take the answers. And I sincerely thank you all for taking your time off and coming and attending this wonderful webinar on PATS. Thank you all.